I wanted to do one other thing here, and that is we have to talk about the character of Kang because this is primarily a movie channel. I'm not a legal expert, but I'm a film critic. So of course, the one of the main reasons why I cover this entire thing is because we wonder, yo, this is a very central character and actor for the MCU. What's gonna happen? Should he be recast? Are they gonna recast him? You know, whether he's guilty or not, right? Now, I saw something in Forbes. And a lot of people have jumped onto this bandwagon already of saying they need to just recast them. Now, here's the thing. Marvel could recast them and they'd be within their right to do that. There's nothing stipulating that Marvel cannot say, you know what, this is not a good image. This is not a good look for us. We don't want to be associated with it. Marvel could be within their right to walk away, cut ties. Now, I have said before, I don't think it would be a good look if Marvel cut ties because it would look like more of a detriment against Jonathan Majors. Keep in mind, Grace Jabari and Jonathan Majors were both working for Marvel when they, during this whole situation. So if you sit here and pick a side, it might have damaging effects with how you deal with your talent in the future, right? So I always said to myself, nah, I think Marvel needs to just wait. And once they wait after the trial, then they can make a decision whether or not they want to continue on with Kang, right? Or with Jonathan Majors. Now, here's the thing. Forbes and other people have made similar arguments. So I'm just using them as an example. Forbes is out on the position saying Disney, not Marvel, but Disney needs to hurry up and replace Jonathan Majors or Kang needs to be cut from the MCU. All right. Now, I've also been on record saying I do not believe that Marvel should just dump Kang out of nowhere. I think that it would be a waste of a really, really good character, and it would be a waste of our time as viewers because we've invested a lot of time in this character. You made a wait a minute. Like what y'all not finna do is give us a huff, whack, blase phase 4 and just be like, sorry, we gonna just move on. No, y'all gonna finish that chapter. Y'all not gonna sit here and confuse us with all this, multiverse that, and you just gonna pivot over. So finish the chapter, okay? Finish it out. Close it out. You already got us hyped up. This is a good villain. Y'all can still fix it. You still got time. Close that chapter. So that's my first point. Don't be just trying to sidestep from Kang just because y'all don't understand or you don't like it, whatever. Finish what you started. Second point. Let me actually read what this article talked about, and then I'm going to bring up a counter perspective. Now it says here the pushback here is that this is a criminal trial and people are innocent until proven guilty, but this is conflating the literal legal system with the actions of a private company and who they want, just not attached to their brand, but serving as a linchpin to a universe worth billions. Once again, that's a great point. Marvel is not obligated to sticking with anyone that is potential drama for them. That's fine. That's fine. They are within the right. This is the point that they wanted to make. This is the Forbes people again. It makes no sense for Disney to sit in a holding pattern like this, and it doesn't make them look benevolent waiting for the ruling of the court. It makes them look like they're hedging their bets regardless of this behavior. A company like Disney does not need the legal system to make these decisions for them, and it seems abundantly clear that Majors is not someone they should be working with, no matter how high profile his role previously was. Now, at the date of this is back when I want to say this was December 10th. So this is around when the whole Coretta Scott King audio and text messages leaked or whatever, right? And we heard that audio earlier. So based off of that, they're saying, look, everything about Jonathan Majors is too problematic. Marvel needs to just break loose. They need to just get away from him as much and as soon as possible. But you know your boy come with receipts. Here's part of the problem of why that cannot be the case. Marvel, especially whether it's Disney or Marvel, whoever you want to say, in my opinion, better not do that. Marvel better stick to their guns, wait for this trial, and then make a decision. Why? Because this ain't their first rodeo with problematic actors that have damaging accusations, and they went ahead and dealt with them anyway. Y'all remember that big old movie that came out? What was that? It was only what, Infinity War and Endgame? Y'all remember Thanos? Yeah, that's right. Josh Brolin, if y'all recall, in 2004, had domestic abuse arrests on his plate. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanos been Thanosing for a long time. Long time. It says in 2004, Brolin was arrested in West Los Angeles home he shared at the time with Diane Lane, who phoned police claiming that he had hit her. The actor was charged with spousal battery and released after posting $2,000 bail. Diane did not want to press charges and asked them not to arrest him, but in cases involving the possibility of a physical contact, the police have to arrest first, ask questions later. Oh, Thanos was a bad man. Bad man. When he was asked about this, he said, whatever I say now is going to sound like a compensation for a perpetrator. I've gotten to a place where all that matters is that I have control over my behavior. And at that time, it was a little more chaotic. So, what does that mean? Back then, this was 2004. Keep in mind, Marvel hired this man much later. What that means is this man was accused of hitting Diane Lane. This man posted bail. He's basically shown contrition. He has changed his ways, I'm assuming. He has shown remorse for this. And guess what? With all that on his rap sheet, Marvel still hired him to come and play Thanos. Now, according to Forbes and other people that are saying just recast, what about the image? Well, was Marvel worried about the image of hiring someone that was like guilty of abusing someone, or at least alleged of that? They didn't have a problem with that. Now, some people might say, hey, man, this is just apples and oranges. It's not the same. Jonathan Major stuff is happening currently, while Josh Brolin stuff happened previously. Cool. Let's go to the footage because there's more stuff. Y'all remember another Avenger had similar situations, and look at this. Yeah, that's right. Hawkeye, y'all boy, Jeremy Renner. Ooh, what happened with him? Let's go down to the information. Renner's ex-wife, Sonny Pacheco, accused him of abuse. In 2019. Wait a minute. This is fresh. My man was already shooting arrows past 2019. Oh my goodness. In 2019, amid a custody battle, Pacheco publicly accused Renner of a series of violent behaviors towards her and their daughter. Pacheco accused Renner of biting their 4-year-old Ava on the shoulder in 2017. At the time of this writing, the case has not been settled. When did they write this? This was in January of this year. They have not finished this. But let's go to the actual case, because I think we need to get a little bit more. Jeremy Renner's ex-wife alleges he threatened to kill her. That's the allegation. In new court documents obtained by ET, Pacheco makes shocking claims against Renner, including that he allegedly put a gun in his mouth and that he allegedly threatened to kill her. She alleges that last November Renner was at a club intoxicated from cocaine, that cocaine and alcohol, when he allegedly spoke about killing her, saying he could not deal with her anymore and he just wanted to be gone. Pacheco claims that night ended with Renner putting a gun in his mouth, threatening to kill himself, and then firing the gun into the ceiling while Ava was asleep in her room. A nanny overheard the actor say he was going to Pacheco's house to kill her and then kill himself because it was better that their child, Ava, had no parents than to have Pacheco as a mother. That was in 2019 when that happened. 2019. When the allegations came out. When did Hawkeye come out? November 24, 2021. So Marvel had a actor, a whole Avenger, in 2019 get caught up in this, not in the allegations, serious allegations, by the way. I don't know whether he was guilty or not. I'm just saying it was allegations. And they said, we're going to give you a whole show. Here's my point. You had a past actor that had problematic issues of abuse and allegations and was arrested for it. And then you hired them. Then you have a actor that is currently working for you at the time. And last I checked, Hawkeye's still on the roster. He's still getting paid out there. Then you gave him a whole mini series right after that while this case is still going on. And I haven't read anything that has said whether that whole custody thing is settled or not. So, I could be wrong on that. I don't know. But either way, I didn't hear anything about Marvel trying to drop Jeremy Renner during that time. So when I bring this up in regards to Jonathan Majors, if you sit here and try to recast Kang at this point, how is that going to look? How is it going to look when you had two white men that have been accused of similar, if not worse things, and the one time you cut ties is when the black actor has an accusation before a trial's even done? No. If you're Marvel or Disney, you sit down and shut up and you wait. You wait for that trial because you will look hypocritical and racist. You will. The optics ain't going to be in your favor. Because if you really wanted to play the image in the PR game, you could have done it with Renner and you could have done it with Brolin, but you chose not to. So I do give props so far to Marvel for sticking to their guns and just waiting for this whole trial to happen. I do give them props for that. But I'm just saying, for all these outlets and all these people that are saying, nah, they have to recast because it's not a good look. It's been a bad look for them with their other people, but they've waited. So if y'all can stick with Brolin and Renner, you can stick with Jonathan Majors until the verdict is in. Now, if Jonathan Majors is found guilty, totally understand if they want to, part ways. Totally understand. Whether you agree with the trial verdict or not, it doesn't matter. I think it would look cleaner on the part of Marvel if they was like, ugh, he's guilty. You know what? We got to recast. But if he comes out to be innocent, you better stick with that boy. You better stick with that man. Because again, you stuck with the other ones. Anyway. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Marvel should recast Kang, maybe avoid the PR disaster, the PR nightmare that potentially might come with it? Do you think that they should wait until the verdict? Um, whatever you think, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.